We've just walked along the slate beds now, and we're going to search through all of these stones that have been revealed by the tide. Let's see what we can find. Lots of the pebbles that we're searching through at the moment haven't been revealed for quite some time. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's managed to hide its way in amongst the stones.
Shay's having a look just ahead of me, and I'm also having a really good look around all of these fresh pebbles to see what there is to be found. Just found there a very calcified, sea-eroded ammonite specimen. Hopefully the rest of the fossils we find today are much better preserved and much less eroded than this one. I'll leave that there for someone else to find.
I found one over here, Aaron.
Let's go and have a look what he's found.
It looks like there's potentially a couple of fossils just in this small area. Do you want to see if you can find it?
Absolutely, I'll take a look. Well, I can see two, which I think are probably the ones you've spotted. They look really nice. I'll give everyone at home just a moment to see if they can spot it too. I'll get a little bit closer. Do you want to show us where they are?
So the most obvious one was this pebble just here. You can quite clearly see the edge of the ammonite protruding the stone. Looks like it's been in the sea for probably a few months and part of the shell was worn away. But deeper within the limestone, there should be a perfect ammonite fossil. And the one that was a little bit harder to spot was actually just here.
I didn't see that one actually. I spotted this one here.
Yeah, so there's a really eroded one here, which has been very calcified. So presumably as someone's tried to split this specimen, because there's been so much calcite crystal inside, it just hasn't split very well at all. That's just the way it goes sometimes. They can't all split perfectly. But the other nodule that we spotted was this one just here. I couldn't actually see anything around the edge, but just from the colour and the shape, looked like it would contain something. And it does.
Oh.
Look at that. Looks to be a perfect tenucostatum ammonite just on the edge of that rock. 2 finds in just a few minutes of hunting. Just goes to show that if you come in the right conditions, there can be plenty of fossils to find on the beaches. Let's keep hold of these ones and keep on searching.
I've seen something just down here under this pebble. I'm not sure if that's another ammonite right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Oh!
Look how golden that is. Good job, Aaron.
Thank you. That's so pyrotised. That was literally just under that little bit of shale where we've just found those other fossils. We've got 3 already. Look at those.
Certainly a good start to the hunt. Let's hope there's plenty more just like these.
Just as we've stood up to walk further along the beach, I've spotted another fossil right down here. It was wedged under this huge lump of sandstone. I've pulled it out and it doesn't look like anything at first. However, if we turn it over,
Oh yeah, look at that.
there is a partial Phyloceras ammonite, which would have been absolutely huge if it was complete. Look at all the fine ribbing on this one. Seems like we're already off to such a brilliant start.
Yeah.
I'll leave that there for someone else to find.
There are so many rocks to choose from that we're just being selective with the stones that we're actually looking at. A lot of the stones that are the sandstone or the ironstone will be completely empty. So we're mainly just looking in the limestone nodules to see if there's anything protruding the edge of the rock. Oh, I can spot another. In fact, there's 2 ammonites again around here. One of them is a really nicely sized nodule. And then there's another one which I can see with an ammonite actually around the edge of the rock. Can you see them, Aaron?
I can indeed. They're both in shot now, so try and see if you can spot them too.
So the more obvious nodule is this one just down here. And again, you can see the edge of what looks to be a dactylioceras ammonite. So hopefully when we split this one open, the centre, because it's been protected by the limestone, will be fully intact. And then as well as that one, there is this nodule here. Again, it looks to be a tenucostatum nodule, just from the colour. It's slightly lighter than the other dactylioceras nodules. And oh wow, Aaron, look at that. There's an absolute beauty in there.
That is surreal. We're going to have such a good time opening these up later.
Awesome.
Now that we've investigated a lot of the pebbles in this part of the beach, we're going to make our way further up to a landslide, which we investigated a few months ago, and the sea has washed through it and potentially lots of fossils are there to be found. Let's go and have a look and see.
I've got another ammonite find over here, Aaron. So I was just checking where there's only a few stones, and mixed in amongst them, there is this one here.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that. Again, there looks to be a perfect ammonite inside. Doing really well already, aren't we?
This is surreal. Oh, look down there.
Oh, we haven't found one of those yet either, have we?
What we've just found is a big squid fossil called a belemnite.
Well, that's cool. It's a really nice size, that one too, isn't it, Aaron?
It is, and it looks pretty intact. Barely any erosion whatsoever. This is the belemnite guard. Underneath that shale, there'd be a perfect tip of the belemnite that'd be very pointy. And as you can see, there's lots of natural fractures already in these fossils. Pretty much always need gluing back together whenever you find them. This is a particularly nice example.
Yeah, shall I get the tools out of my bag? Should we expose a little bit more?
Yeah, let's expose a little bit more of it.
Right. As always, I'll get my safety glasses first.
We're going to carefully just remove a bit of this shale. We're not going to take the fossil completely out of the shale because, as we said, there's lots of fractures. But once we've exposed it, we can take a better look and we'll be able to leave it here for some other people to see as they come along the beach too.
Just tapping really gently with the hammer there, just to let the natural vibrations lift the shale from the specimen. Doesn't take much effort at all to remove the shale from these. Usually peels away very nicely.
It's always exciting to see how intact the fossil's going to be, particularly that tip of the belemnite. Should be nice and sharp. Quite a lot of iron pyrite that we're coming across now.
That looks to be the very tip there, doesn't it, Aaron?
It does. Looks superb. Really good size as well.
Yeah. We already have a few specimens slightly larger than this in our collection, so this is one that we'll leave for someone else to find. But it's certainly a very nice one. I think most people would absolutely love to find one this size.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I've just walked along and also found another ammonite within the shingle. It really is unbelievable just how many we're finding today in just a matter of 10-15 minutes of looking. If you have a look here, you'll be able to see two different ammonite fossils. One is extremely eroded and one looks to be exactly the opposite, completely intact. If we have a look closer, we can see the eroded ammonite is right here. Pretty much nothing left of this one. Further down, we've got the complete specimen right there. Oh, and it looks another beauty. Look at that golden outer edge. We found a fair few ammonites now. I think it's time we make a little pile of them on one of these sandstone boulders. I'll pass this nodule to you here.
Thank you.
And then we'll go and place them on one of these boulders. I think a boulder over here should be pretty good.
Yeah, this one looks good. It's nice and flat.
Perfect.
I've got so many nice finds. I can't wait to split some of them open.
I'm very excited. As we mentioned before, we are now going to have a look through this bit of a landslide just behind us.
We're just having another look now in amongst all of the beach shingle and pebbles. You never know what's washed down from the landslides and mixed itself in amongst all of these stones.
Just found a pretty big fossilised shell there. That was a pretty unexpected find. We'll leave this one here for someone else to find.